damn it, this is too hard. Here's what I think of your test, Mr. Teacher.
You just stood up to me. Congratulations. That was the test.
Hello everyone and welcome to Action RPG. I'm your host Aaron, and for today's video we're headed to the world of Diablo 4. We played the first event to level 25, we played Server Slam to level 20. I'm approaching level 40 on my werewolf druid. I streamed the game for 4 hours with the wife, which was a whole lot of fun, and she played a source, and I have come to an interesting conclusion. I have an interesting opinion that is probably going to get me eviscerated in the comments, okay? And I gotta kind of like tailor this message so everybody understands. I believe Diablo 4 has a casual problem, okay? A casual problem. And it's probably not what you think. It's probably not what you think. Now, I've said in the podcast, I've said in the community, I've said in multiple videos and during streams that you have Path of Exile. I consider that the professional ARPG from a complexity standpoint. Last Epoch, a good in-between, and Diablo 4 for casuals. And I still think that that is true. And what I mean casual, I mean from a complexity standpoint. From a complexity standpoint and just simply looking at the skill tree, most people would understand what I'm talking about. Right now I'm a werewolf druid, and I know a lot more goes into it with the Paragon board and ensuring your gear and all that goes into it. I know there is more, but for the most part, if you're just a werewolf, you could take the purple skills and you'll be fine, which for the most part, we have been fine up until this point. Now, all that to be said, I believe this game has a casual problem because it isn't casual in difficulty. It is very casual from a complexity standpoint, but not difficulty. Let me explain. All right, we are traversing this beautiful desert in Act 3, and I got snakes and I got all kinds of stuff chasing me, no problem. Let's go ahead and turn into a werewolf and take care of these enemies. Okay, they are taken care of. Now, inside of Diablo 4, I am currently level 38. And inside of Diablo 4, the enemies I just killed, guess what, are also level 38. That is because as you level up, the environment around you also levels up. And this is the problem. Now, I just want to start by saying Diablo 4 is not the only game that does it this way. They didn't create this mechanic, but I do think it is a problem for them from a casual standpoint. Now, again, I was playing with my wife, and my wife would be a perfect definition as a casual gamer. She'll jump in and play a little bit, but you know, it's fun, it's environment, it's look at every item, it's read every dialogue box, you know, it's play when I have time away from the kids. And for her, she doesn't know what skill points to look at. She doesn't know the correct affixes based upon the play style she is. She is casual. She's just playing to have fun. And guess what? She was getting slaughtered over and over and over again, and I couldn't kill fast enough to keep her alive in a lot of situations. And that is because normally when you play an action RPG, you get a little bit of power every level. And you go as you, and maybe you run a little faster. And maybe as you get through the campaign and you get to end game, you know, it's a little less swiping to kill everyone. And you just, you can't wait to get that next level to unlock that next thing. In Diablo 4, at least early on, it is not like that. If you are not consistently upgrading your gear or putting sockets in or making sure you are synergizing your aspects with your affixes on your gear to your skills, you are going to consistently feel weaker. And that's only if you know what you're doing. Now, in my case, like, we're doing fine. We're getting through the campaign and we are getting stronger and stronger. But that is the problem for casuals. I've seen my wife, I have seen my son, and I've seen members of the community being like, dude, this game is not easy. It's actually really hard, and I got stuck, and I keep dying over and over and over and over again to this boss. This game is casual from a character customization standpoint, but it is not casual in difficulty. Now, to kind of put a bow on this short video, I just want to say that my first impressions video on Diablo 4, I said it was a good game. I didn't say it was bad, I didn't say it was average, and I certainly didn't say it was great. I said it was good and it feels pretty safe. And now playing actual launch, Playing with the community, playing with family, it's been a blast. The new shiny thing is normally always pretty fun to play. Now, that being said, from a hook standpoint, and when I say hook, I mean like, dude, I can't put this game down. I can't wait to get to level 50. I can't wait to finish the campaign. This is all subjective and it's all opinion based. That being said, when me and my son played and he got to level 10, he's like, yeah, it's all right. He's never come back to playing it. When me and my wife streamed, she said, yeah, it's all right. She hasn't come back to playing it. I have multiple 4 people that have DM'd me. That's like, Diablo's okay, but I don't think it's for me. And then a lot of people that are like, oh, like I saw the gameplay, I'm not gonna play it. And this goes back to my problem with casuals. You don't get that feeling of progression early on. You don't get that feeling of power. You get the inverse. You get the I'm weak, I'm dying, and I'm only getting weaker, which is a terrible feeling. And I found myself in this situation too. It's like, what the heck? I was level 20, now I'm level 26, and we suck. We're not good anymore. Oh, I haven't upgraded my gear and I gotta go back to town and I gotta do all this stuff. And that is a interesting problem that I think Blizzard needs to solve for. I've got a feeling, even though we're not going to have access to player numbers, that this is gonna be one of those games that's like, we've got 20 million active players. And I think you're gonna see a pretty steep fall off. Could be wrong. Just my initial assessment. That's my thoughts. I want to know if you think I'm absolutely nuts. If this is the greatest game you've ever played and you feel that power, you just continuously get stronger. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. 2 asks at the end of the video. Ask number 1, hoping today is the day I have earned your subscription. Hoping today is the day you make the decision to push that little red button. I would really appreciate it, but of course, only if you think I deserve it. Ask number 2, check out my Patreon. Thank you to the first 88 members that have signed up. Become an instant ARPG VIP and get Patreon exclusive content at the first link in the description. I get asked all the time, Aaron, what is the best way to support you? It truly is Patreon, and you get the most benefits to yourself. D4 has a casual problem. Hopefully you're entertained or at least learned something. Aaron, out.